Greetings, space explorers, and welcome to Stories of the Universe by Spacetopia, where we zoom into the coolest space adventures ever. I'm your friend and guide, Captain Sky. And today we are not talking about astronauts in big white suits or super scientists at mission control. Nope. Our hero is a 37-pound chimpanzee named Ham, who in 1961 became the first chimp to fly into space and change the course of history. Kids, wear your imaginary space helmets and get ready for a journey that's totally out of this world. Ham needs your cheer. So stay alert, space cadets. Ready? Let's launch into Ham's cosmic quest. Let's travel back to the 1950s, when the world was buzzing about space. The United States and the Soviet Union were in a friendly race called the Space Race, trying to be the first to explore the stars. But before humans could go, they needed brave test travelers. So they sent animals, mice, dogs, and even a cat named Felicet took early space flights. In 1957, Laika the dog became the first animal to orbit Earth. She taught scientists many things, though sadly, she didn't return. The US wanted to make sure their space travelers returned safely, so they turned to chimpanzees, our closest cousins, smart, playful, and quick learners just like us. Now imagine, in the jungles of Cameroon, Africa, a baby chimp is swinging on the trees, munching fruits, and playing with his siblings. That's our little hero, Ham. He didn't have a name yet. He was just a curious young chimp. But life had other plans. Soon, he was taken to a place called the Miami Rare Bird Farm. And one day, the US Air Force noticed him. Not for a zoo, but for a mission to space. Why chimps? Well, the space race is heating up. Chimpanzees are perfect. Their biology, like skeletons and reaction times, is super close to ours. If a chimp can survive space, maybe a human can too. As astronaut John Glenn once said, the important thing is to start, to lay a plan, and then follow it step by step, no matter how small. Ham's about to take a giant step for all of us. Ham's one of the 40 chimps sent to Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico. There at the Holloman Aerospace Medical Center, he gets his nickname Ham after the lab itself. Now imagine you're Ham. You're 3 years old, and suddenly you're in a strange place with bright lights and humans in lab coats. They're not just feeding you bananas, they're training you to be an astronaut. Ham practices in a cozy seat called a biopack couch, made just for him. He tries rocket sleds that zoom super fast and spinning machines. Whoa! To get ready for space's wild ride. He learns to pull levers when lights flash, earning banana pellets for every right move. His teacher Edward says, Ham's a superstar. He loves the challenge. By January 1961, only 6 chimps were left in training. They were flown to Cape Canaveral in Florida on January 31st. Ham was chosen. He was calm, fit, and ready. He wore a special suit with waterproof pants and sensors. It was time for liftoff. Remember what Kalpana Chawla once said? The journey matters as much as the goal. And Ham's journey was about to begin.
Initiating launch sequence.
As the countdown begins, Ham's alone. No one's told him he's about to make history. All he knows is the hum of the rocket and the tight grip of his couch. 10, 9, 8. The Mercury Redstone 2 rocket ignites at Cape Canaveral. It's 11:55 a.m. and Ham's off, screaming through the sky at 5,800 miles per hour. The flight lasts 16 minutes and 39 seconds. Ham soars 158 miles above Earth, higher than planned due to a valve glitch in the rocket. Up in space, Ham feels weightless, like floating in a pool. He keeps pulling his levers, just like in school, proving he can work even far from Earth. Did you know his capsule went 5,800 miles per hour? Faster than the fastest race car. But the rocket landed 200 kilometers off course, right into the Atlantic Ocean. Helicopters rushed to find him. The recovery team scrambles. Helicopters spot the capsule bobbing in the Atlantic. They haul it aboard the USS Ship, and when they pop the hatch, there's Ham, looking like he'd just finished a big game. He grabs an apple from a crewman and chows down like, "Hey, I did it!" Ham's 16-minute flight gave NASA the confidence to send humans next. Without Ham, no Alan Shepard, no John Glenn, maybe no moon landing. His lever pulling proved we could function in space, just not survive it. 3 months later, Alan Shepard becomes the first American in space, riding the same kind of rocket. Ham paved the way. Ham's a celebrity overnight. Magazine covers, TV spots, documentaries. He's the darling of the space race. After his flight, he's sent to the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. in 1963, where he loves waving at kids and families. In 1980, the Air Force flies him by Air Force plane, no less, to the North Carolina Zoological Park. As his cage rolls toward the plane, the crew lines up and salutes Ham's only parade. In North Carolina, Ham joins a chimp family, swinging through trees and playing with friends. His story lives on in a special way. The Voyager Golden Record, which we'll tell you about in one of our upcoming episodes, sent into space in 1977, carries chimp calls to tell aliens about Earth's creatures. Somewhere out there, Ham's spirit is still exploring the stars. Do you know that fans visit Ham's grave at the International Space Hall of Fame in New Mexico, leaving bananas to say, "Thanks, Ham"? As Ellen Ochoa, the first Hispanic woman in space, said, "Don't be afraid to reach for the stars." Ham reached them for all of us, showing kids and parents that no dream is too big. So why does Ham matter today? His big adventure proved we can explore the unknown. Kids, maybe you'll be the ones to visit Mars or discover new planets. Parents, Ham reminds us to encourage you all to dream big, just like he did. That's it for this episode of Stories of the Universe by Spacetopia. I am Captain Sky, signing off. Until our next cosmic adventure. Bye bye.